Bulls, you attack. The Lakers, young team, they are playing mature basketball. They're attacking the press. Everyone else accepts the trap and tries to deal with it instead of trying to beat it.
Kersing and Campbell will sit. Corey Blunt is back on the floor. And so is Byron Scott. And Van Exel with a chance for a three-point play.
And Dell's gone small to match the Bulls' quickness. You know, he has a lead. He can play games right now.
Rodman gets the rebound. That's 11 for Dennis.
This lead for the Lakers also, Vern, is really nice for them to have. They are a young team, and they don't have to feel the pressure right now. They're up.
Kukoc with a quick three-point shot. And off the mark from the get-go. Randy Brown with a steal. Byron Scott's back to defend.
Oh, wow.
Byron Scott with a foul before the pass.
Smart foul.
Absolutely.
Smart foul. I'm really surprised they called it. Usually you don't get that call. It's great defense by Randy Brown, first of all, and that's why he's in the game, is the calls make things happen. I'm surprised they called that. He had actually gotten rid of the ball before he was fouled.
So Brown goes to the free throw line to shoot two. One more. 13-point margin. 3:07 to go, third quarter.
And here comes that press again, and we should take a look at what Eddie Jones does. Now he catches it early here.
Stays in the backcourt to give Scott some help. There's the trap from Michael Jordan. Eddie Jones loose. Van Exel.
Wow.
Hit last by the Chicago Bulls.
Tell you what, Van Exel got away with a carry and a double on the same play. They also got away with a 10-second violation there,
I thought so, too.
But this is what the press does. It's only 10 seconds now.
Brown goes for the steal. Van Exel goes for three.
Yeah, bad gamble. Bad gamble, and you should have saw the look that Michael gave Randy Brown. He's thinking, hey, we got him down to 10 seconds. We don't need to gamble anymore.
94-78. Pippen. Byron Scott on Scottie Pippen. O'Neal's there again. At the other end, Kukoc. Into the hands of Pippen. Michael Jordan for three.
Again, the Bulls are getting good shots. On the other end, though, I tell you what, Vern, Shak has changed so many shots this game. It's a shame. There should be a category, change shots, and it should be counted.
Jones, Kukoc flies at him. Chicago has it, and they're running. Jordan. Short foul on Pippen. Every time Los Angeles has had the answer tonight.
Yeah, they really have, and they've made big shots. They've hit three-pointers. That was a huge three-pointer by Nick Van Exel. He had another great three-point play right before that, or you go down to Shaq. It's a lot easier when you got a cushion, the way they have a cushion right now.
Byron Scott will go to the free throw line with 1:49 to go, third quarter. Steve Kerr getting ready to come in for Chicago. Derek Fisher for Del Harris and the Lakers. Steve Kerr for Michael Jordan. Tomorrow night on TBS, the Knicks and the Detroit Pistons. On Friday night, the Jazz and the Magic. And Orlando goes to Miami on TBS on December 26th.
Good game there, Knicks Pistons.
1 of 2 at the free throw line for Byron Scott. Jordan rests is 10 of 26 from the field tonight. 95-78 with 1:40 to go. Here's Randy Brown. In and out. That was in the rim. No, beg pardon. There was a foul called. Scottie Pippen is going to go to the free throw line.
The Lakers, personal foul, Corey Blunt is first.
Corey Blunt called for the foul.
Pippen shoots a penalty.
Yeah, the Bulls have to be concerned a little bit about the way this flow of this game has gone. Every time they make a run, someone scores. They're turning the ball over more than they usually do in key situations. That's un-Bull-like.
Oh, gosh, Byron Scott went down hard. Really hard. He's up and limping across the timeline. And Pippen picks up the foul.
Good call by Dick Bavetta. I don't think Scottie Pippen was there.
First of all, let's watch Scott hit the floor here. Frightening.
Wow, that is. That's a body blow. You don't see that type of fall very often.
Eddie Jones misses the first of two. .125 to go, third quarter, 96-79. Lakers 14 of 20 at the free throw line tonight.
And they'll take that. That's not a bad percentage for them.
You know, they're the worst free throw shooting team in the league now, in large part because O'Neal shoots 1/3 of their free throws.
Yeah, and it'll continue. But you know what? You look at the wins and the losses, and they have a lot of wins.
18 so far, and leading in this one. Pippen. Yep.
Scottie Pippen is trying to bring the Bulls back right now himself. He knows Michael's not shooting well, so he's trying to take the game over. That's why you like to have two stars on the team.
Pippen 26 points, Derek Fisher, and a blocking foul called on Pippen.
And again, it was a good call. Scottie Pippen was not there. I tell you what, for referees, this is the toughest call in the game to make. You can see him moving in the way.
5 fouls on Scottie Pippen. Fisher at the free throw line.
As a player, the worst thing in the world is for a superstar to get 5 fouls. You hate it. You know they don't get favorite calls. You know, everyone gets the same calls. But you feel like these guys can get away with whatever they want from
Did I just hear you say there are no favorite calls?
Well, there are some. I was trying to be nice. There are some. Maybe Scottie might be one of the guys, and definitely.
I thought that was the area you were venturing into.
Definitely the guy we're looking at.
Yeah.
But does he deserve it? Yes, because he gets hit and the entire game, and they can't call all of those also. You know, if you called every time that Michael Jordan was fouled or every time Shaq was fouled, the game couldn't be played.
Right. 98-81, Pippen with 5 fouls. Bushler on for the final 45. Here's Kukoc. Gets Knight, drives, puts it up, and in. And the Bulls go to the trap again. Kobe Bryant almost threw it away.
He's lucky he's gifted.
Yeah.
Those guys couldn't have the hang time to stay up that long.
The body control was extraordinary.
Yeah.
Fisher. Picked up by Randy Brown. 4 on the shot clock. Throws up a prayer. Oh, my gosh.
And he bailed him out. He bailed him out, and he still made the shot.
Oh, man.
It's been this type of night for the Lakers. They've played well, but they've also been fortunate with shots like that. Nick Van Exel made one right before the end of the first quarter. They've made some big shots.
3-point play for Derek Fisher, the #1 draft pick from Arkansas Little Rock. 101 to 83.
Yeah, 101 against the Chicago Bulls in 3 quarters.
In Chicago, Bryant blocks Steve Kerr. Scott at the buzzer, in and out. But Eddie Jones from the Los Angeles Lakers have withheld a charge of the defending NBA champions. The Bulls got to within 10. They trailed by 18. 9-1 at home. The Lakers earlier this season defeated Houston. Their only loss at home this season. Atlanta also with an 8-1 mark, but this has been an extraordinary three quarters for the Lakers.
It really hasn't. If you take away Michael Jordan's shooting, he's not shooting the ball well. The Bulls have 83 points in the third quarter. They're not exactly playing awful. They would take, if you told them going into this game that they were going to have 83 points going into the third quarter and they'd be down by 18, they would have thought you were crazy. But they are, and that's due to the Lakers' play. 61%